day, everyone. I'm happy to have Samantha from Client Focused Marketing with me today. And I'm looking forward to her sharing lots of information about her business for all of us to learn from her so we can have a better idea of what type of client she's looking for, maybe even the right referral partners for her and those types of things. So welcome, Samantha. And I'm Bonnie from Bonstar, the Profit Strategist. So Samantha, is it important to have professional photos on your social media or website?
First of all, thank you so much for having me, Bonnie. I'm really excited to be here. And yes, it is very important to have professional photos on your social media and website. The reason is because if you just use cell phone photos or someone's just using photos they took on their cell phone, it doesn't show that professionalism. It doesn't show that credibility that you actually took time to invest in good photos on your website. And it doesn't have to be perfect on social media. It doesn't have to be, the highest package of a photographer, but something that is nice and clean and well done is definitely going to help with making your brand look a lot better.
Great. That's a great insight and great ideas. I know I always try to update my photos at least once a year. Sometimes I have it 2 years. It depends on how much I look different. So I try my best to keep it all current.
One other thing I just want to add to that as well is you can do the candid stuff in your stories. So almost all the platforms now have some sort of story option or reel option or short video option. So you can have those professional photos, have a nice clean wall on your Instagram page, but then have maybe the cell phone photos of behind the scenes or something in your stories to give that real life look behind the scenes of your business or what you do day to day, because people can relate to you as a person.
Nice. Can social media attract genuine clients?
If done correctly, it can. Social media is all about being social on the platform. So you want to attract the clients that you want to work with. So you want to make sure that when posting on social media, you need to know who your target market is. So you want to be speaking to that exact target market. For example, if I had a target market of millennials versus having a target market of baby boomers, those are two very different audiences. So if you know who you're talking to and you speak a language that makes them say, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think that too, or that happened to me, it will make them resonate with what you're saying and interact with your social accounts. And then you can turn them into clients. It does take time though. A lot of people think they'll just hire someone and overnight they'll get clients. It can take 3 to 6 months or even a year, depending on if you have the right person doing it and you're doing all the steps that your marketer advises of you. But yeah, no, it can definitely be done. And I've had clients with success stories for that. You just have to make sure you're speaking to your target market and you know who your target market is.
Is that why they often mention to know your client avatar? I hear that a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So the avatar, that's a very good point, Bonnie. And now some people might not even know what an avatar is. So an avatar is actually basically an idea of your dream client. So you get very specific and focused on who your target market is. So what kind of car do they drive? Where do they shop? How old are they? What kind of job do they do? Do they have kids? Are they married? All these different demographics. So then when you're doing your social media posting, eventually you might get into some paid advertisement. And that's where you can really use those demographics to really pinpoint on who you're trying to target, specifically work with moms with kids under 5, and you can use marketing ads and Facebook ads, Instagram ads, all of them to target that specific client so that they see what you have to offer first.
Nice. I have to admit, that's where I was struggling the most, is trying to come up with that client avatar. It was like, okay, I've never heard of this. And then when I was posed with all the questions, like, oh my goodness, that really made me think about it. So
For
thank you
sure.
for sharing that. So.
I was just going to say a lot of people have issues with it because people say, I want to work with everyone, anyone. And yes, we want to work with everyone. But if you're trying to talk to everyone, it basically falls on deaf ears. You're not really pinpointing and resonating with people. But if you're very specific specific. So if I wanted to work with my avatar, his name is Jake. If I wanted to work with male entrepreneurs that are married and don't have kids, then I can speak something that resonates with them. And then the rest will still come, but you just focus on that one dream client that you want to work with. And that way you'll work with more clients that you love.
That makes sense to me. Thank you for that. Why is the algorithm always changing on the social media platforms?
Oh my gosh, I get that all the time. People are like, the algorithm's out to get me. They're like wondering why they finally figure something out and then the algorithm goes and change. But the algorithm, so maybe for some people that don't know what the algorithm is, social media platforms they have these behind the scenes happening, and they actually try to make the platform better for the user. And so it's called the algorithm because it's a whole bunch of, I don't know if it's actually math, but it's a bunch of different things that happen in the background to that it's a bunch of things that happen that are affected by the users, what the user is doing on the platform. So for example, the algorithm wants to show people what they want to see. So if you notice on your Facebook feed on Facebook, for example, as I said, Facebook. If I look at my Facebook feed and if Bonnie, you looked at your Facebook feed, they'd be completely different. We wouldn't see the same people, even if we had the same friends. We wouldn't see the same posts. We wouldn't see the same interests because we are both two different people that click on different things. So the algorithm wants to show you what you want to see. So when someone clicks on a post, that tells the algorithm, oh, that person likes that post. And then if they leave a comment or share or save the post on Instagram, then the algorithm's like, oh, this person really likes this post. That's really good. And it's really important that you let the algorithm know that people like your content because it will actually let more and more people be reached. So on a Facebook page, for example, if you have a Facebook page, which is usually your business page, even if you had 100 friends, only less than 2% are actually going to see anything that you post on your platform of people that are already following you. Less than 2% will see that, Bonnie. And when you put a post out there and someone clicks on it that they like it, then the Facebook algorithm says, oh, I'm going to show this to more people. Someone likes it, or if someone leaves a comment, Facebook will show more people that you have following you. Someone leaves a comment and shares it, then it'll show even more, and it'll help the reach of your posts go even further because the algorithm wants to show people what they like to see, what they're telling the algorithm they want to see. Does that make sense? That was a lot right there.
that totally makes sense. I always wondered how that all worked, but that definitely makes sense. So my next question is, what does someone look for in hiring a social media manager? Like say someone like yourself, like if I'm out there looking for a social media manager, what do you suggest that they look for in a social media manager to kind of help them with their social media?
For sure. And there's so many people out there doing social media management where they're posting on the platform for the person. I would definitely ask to see the clients that they've already worked with. You can ask for more than one or two because you want to see how they're posting for them, what kind of content they're posting. But more importantly than anything, anyone that you want to hire for your social media, make sure that there's engagement on the posts. Are people commenting on the post that this company is posting for? Are people sharing it? Are people interacting with it? Because I find, unfortunately, a lot of companies will post on social media for clients, but they don't do any of the engagement. They don't actively go out there. Like what makes us different is we are actively going out and looking for your target market. So I help my clients really identify who their avatar is, who their target market is. And then we're actively going into Facebook groups and doing that engagement and trying to get the target market to interact with their page. A lot of these companies will post really pretty photos and really sometimes good copy that goes with it, but it's not asking a question. It's not asking people to interact with it. It's not asking people to comment. And then there's no comments there. So like I mentioned before, less than 2% are even seeing those posts. So yeah, it looks pretty, but is it in the end getting you business? Because that's what we want in the end. We want to get more customers. We want to build those relationships. So that's definitely look at all the samples and look at the engagement and what they're showing you.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for all that information. Just speaking with you today, I've learned so much in so many aspects, right? Like it's just, I don't know, social media with me, it's a love-hate relationship. And I highly recommend that if it's like that for anybody, you need to hire a social media manager. And please reach out to Samantha from Client Focused Marketing, because she will help you pinpoint that client avatar for you. And if you don't know what it is, Samantha will be your gal to explain it to you. So
And
thank you
Bonnie,
so much.
I just have to say, you do a great job on social media. Bonnie is constantly showing up. She's constantly consistent, because that's so important. And so she's posting regularly. She's responding to comments. She does an absolute great job. So check out Bonnie too, because she's pretty awesome.
Why, thank you. It's not my specialty, that's for sure. But thank you so much again, Samantha, for taking time out of your day today to explain all the ins and outs of social media. And so anybody who's looking for a social media manager, please reach out to Samantha at Client Focused Marketing. She knows her stuff, so enjoy.
I also even offer a social media assessment. So if someone is looking to see how their social media platform is doing and want to kind of pinpoint their target market, I have a service that I can offer for that as well.
Awesome. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Samantha.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Everybody, please check out Samantha's webpage and reach out to Samantha if you need some help. She'd be happy to help you out.
Thank you.
Thanks, Samantha.